I'd like to go and tell you a little bit about some of the cases that we're working on now to give you a flavor of our firm. We just worked on a craft brewery, a lease for a craft brewery. And it was interesting though, because it was with a big shopping center. And we had to deal with their lease. Now, we couldn't go with our lease. But you know, our guy wants to get the deal done. There was a couple clauses in that really bothered me, and I'll talk about them a little bit later, but there's a non-disturbance clause that was very bothersome, that we had to have a non-disturbance clause because he was putting a lot of money into the building, as was the landlord. But what we wanted to make sure is that if that shopping center ever got foreclosed on by the landlord's bank, that bank can't kick them out. And they can without a non-disturbance clause. So we make sure we get a non-disturbance clause in these cases to protect that client, so that if it does get foreclosed on, he can continue his lease, because that non-disturbance says as long as you keep paying rent and honoring your terms of the lease, even the bank recognizes that your right is ahead of the bank's as far as that lease space. Another one we worked on recently is just an earnest money contract for a sale of a piece of property. And the reason that's important, it was an individual. So it's really important when you represent individuals that you protect them, because anytime an individual's, you're exposing yourself. She didn't have an attorney when she was first represented, and therefore she didn't put it in an LLC. And that was a big mistake. So she's out there, so we have to make sure we put special clauses in there to protect her in case a lawsuit ever arises. And also we worked on an earnest money contract that was owner financed. A client of ours had a property he wanted to sell, and what we did the full boat on that. We did the note, deed of trust, lien to protect him in case that person doesn't pay him with the selling price, because he took a note back. He took some cash, 25% down, the other 75% he owner financed.